What's up, creators? Welcome back to another episode of the
Creator Show.
And I'm really excited for this episode, particularly for one reason. We've got another Irish on set here today as well. Firstly, on the
That's
right
like double trouble.
Firstly, firstly, on the right corner, we've got Master Shri Akashna here with us today.
Namaste to all.
Great to have you with us here. Then we've got the crazy Irish as well. We've got Aileen here with us today.
Namaste to you all.
And then we've also got Nazarine joining us today as well.
Thank you and greetings.
So what's up? How are you guys?
That's so British, isn't it?
What?
Thank you, and
Sorry.
greetings.
That's all I can give you.
In Ireland, it's like, wow, what's cracked or something. The greetings. Can you put on a cup of tea, darling?
I like my tea.
There we go. Yeah. Well, we've no tea on set. Do you know what? I think this is the 6th or 7th episode.
I'm still waiting for the pizza.
We're still waiting on it. We were saying one episode we just like went on and on and on, and after we were like, we're hungry. We should introduce food on this show.
Honestly.
That'll be good, right?
That sounds like a fantastic... I love food.
I can't stop hearing your British accent.
Thanks.
Okay, anyway, so for those of you who don't know, Aileen and Naz are actually two of our Wealth Yogi participants who we've got with us here in Lincoln. You've been with us now close to, 2 weeks or so?
Yes.
And it's funny
2
because,
weeks.
Master, do you remember I think it was 3 episodes ago, we were actually preparing for Wealth Yogi, and I think we brought Aileen's comment up on the screen saying leaving Ireland right now, about to, and then here you are on set and stuff and all that.
I think I understand now what Master says about when he was in the Himalayas for 2 months, but he thought it was really 3 years. I remember being here 9 days, and I was like, it feels like I've been here 9 weeks.
Time is not real.
Yeah, and it was like, it's been just so packed full.
Yeah.
It has.
Yeah.
So you have a huge story of selling everything to get yourself here.
Massively, yeah. I applied to Barry's launch a business in 5 days,
Right.
and I was one of the lucky ones to get the scholarship for it. But then I seen another in one of your videos where you were offering this, and I had a lot of ties with my foster kids, and I didn't really want to leave them, and how am I going to go away for 2 months and pay my mortgage and pay my bills?
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, I can't do it. But then I've been working with the Law of Attraction for like a few years now, and as you say in your videos, the higher your manifestations, the bigger the challenges.
Yeah.
And my manifestations are massive at the minute. So then situations happened that absolutely broke me, but it meant I gave up my foster kids, and it just meant I need to use this time, and the more time I have now to put to an opportunity. And on the CC Plus hangout one Sunday, you were talking about this opportunity for the Wealth Yogis, and then you had to pay $100 for your interview, and then I remember bringing it up on the screen, and I was like, will it click? And then I was like, my electrician came in, and I was like, do you know what? I have to do this. I don't know why. I was like, the money will come. I'll send my motorbike. I'll send my camper vans. I'm going.
So you sold your motorbike. You sold your
camper van.
And then got yourself here.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, I think this would be a very good question, I think, which will help a lot of the audience here, because I know a lot of people, they're stuck in doing something they're not enjoying. Yeah. Right? Which I'm sure we've all experienced at some time in our life before, and whether that be a job or whatever they're doing. And then when you tell somebody, I mean, people, they like to moan about it, bitch about it, and then speak to their friends about it, drink about it, but then people don't really, but they just don't get out of it, right?
Yes.
And it's the same thing with people in relationships, the same thing, right? They moan about it, they talk about it, but they don't get out of it. Like, what do you think it takes? And like, for you, it's a big risk, it's getting rid of everything. So, like, what type of mindset does it take, and what possesses you to make you want to do that,
I think so many people, even working with the Law of Attraction, they're putting it out there, they're doing their affirmations, all the rest, but opportunities come along in order for their manifestations. For me, it's like, it's not about even the end, it's about the journey of how you got there. And you can look back and say, well, I done this, I sold this, or I took a risk of coming here for 2 months, I left my house. But it's just, I always get a feeling inside and knowing if something's right, you just have to do it. And I just got that feeling inside.
That's beautiful hearing that. And obviously, like through my journey so far as well, I so many different challenges and taking on massive loans to start businesses and doing different things, you know, and nearly going bankrupt a few times like that. But then I think still the person who's stuck in their job is saying, okay, it's easy for you. They always say that, right?
Yes.
They always say, it's easy for you to say. But, and then they'll give the but of why they can't do it. If you were to give some advice to someone like that, what would you say? Because right now you're saying, just feel it and do it. I mean, and then what they're thinking, I know exactly what they're thinking. They think easy for you to say, my situation is different, right? They all think their situation is different. What would you say to that?
Well, the situations I was going through before that led me to give up my foster kids and all to be going here. Like, I was absolutely broke, and people go through so many challenges in life and they're suffering, but you have to use that pain in order to turn it around, to
turn it into your power.
To turn it into your power. And I always use, if something happens, I just say, right, how am I going to change this? What have I learned from it? And turn it around. Whereas people moan and mope and, oh, this happened to me, that happened to me, and then they don't realise they're causing more and more manifestations of that things and into their lives.
Have you always been that way, or do you think you've built up some sort of strength to do that now, or what?
This last few years, more and more, it's like the more negative people and the more people tell me, why is that you can't do that? I'm like, right, do you want to bet?
Do you want to bet?
That's so Irish. Fight you outside.
I know. I had a bad back, and the doctors wanted to operate my spine, and I was doing motorbike racing at the time. And the doctor said to me, you'll never sit in a motorbike again, never mind walk. And I was like, do you want to bet?
That's the fighting spirit.
And within 6 months, I was back out racing again.
Right.
And
racing.
Wow. And
this is like your character all shows on the hair and the racing. And
so, and I didn't have to get me operation nothing, and I'm flying again since. It was just getting my mindset right, doing the exercise, and I'm not one for medication. It's all like natural health products, and what you put in is, it's okay having this positive mindset, but even from a lot of my clients I work with, if you're not healthy inside, if you're overweight, it doesn't matter what you do. You need to work sometimes on your health first before you can manifest things.
Right. Stronger spirit.
And a lot of people, it's just they're too busy worrying about the manifestations, but they need to go back to basics sometimes and step it up.
The core.
Can I just say, this sounds crazy to have another Irish person speak this language. This feels so surreal.
Do you hear her and think, whoa, this is so Irish?
I'm sitting there going, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm back in Belize.
And do you know what's really funny? At the beginning of the show, he was laughing at the English accent. I mean, we're in UK right now. And he's laughing at the. So you became the odd one out somehow.
Do you guys find, is Aileen not more Irish accent than I am? Like, that's really strong, right?
I know.
Yes.
Like, when I first came here, they kept going, what is he saying over there? Like, what's he saying? Hers is strong, right?
Yeah, it is.
Because Savannah would be looking at me and she'd be like, I don't even know what word you said.
She's just making some noises. So
Honestly, Aileen came over to me and said something, and I was like, translation?
Can we get Liam here, please? What's she saying? Wow.
So what about you, Nazarine? What was the reason you decided to join this program? I know you were with us for MTS and the other programs as well. It's like, what made you want to come to this program?
I think for me personally, it was the fact that I just had enough of the repetition of my life, day in, day out, being surrounded by people who were so negative. And I'm in a job that's pretty negative anyway, dealing with people.
Do you guys think that's the common job is like that?
Yes.
Or do you think it's your job?
And I didn't want to moan about it. I like going into work and being full spirited and happy and jolly and giving people advice and let's go. And then by the end of the day, I'm like, help me. Somebody, I need the help, you know. And you hear it all the time on TV, on so many social platforms like, I did this and I did that. And like you said in the beginning, oh yeah, it's just easy for you to say. But it's all about making that decision.
Mm-hmm.
Once you've made that decision, do it. Stick to it and do it. There will be sacrifices that you have to make. For me personally, it was the idea of leaving my 2 kids behind for such a long time, because they've never been absent without me for such a long period of time. And I was just wondering, like, how are they going to eat? Even though the person in charge of them can cook and take care of them, how are they're going to miss me, you know? I'm going to miss them, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to make a sacrifice. But once you're in it, you're in it. And then you just drive forward with that vision, that goal at the end, that when they do see me again, I'll be a bigger, more powerful person. And it's just like,
like a short-term sacrifice for the future, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Yeah.
I think that was partially a few of the reasons why we think it's nice to bring on people from an external point of view onto the show, because people see Master, they see the team as like, oh, well, easy for them. They just live a nice life all the time, or everything's always working out for them perfectly. But we have so many people who say to us, I wish I could join your program, but I'm a mom with kids, or I wish I could join your program, but I'm in a job right now. And just exactly what you said there, it's about making a decision and taking a sacrifice.
Absolutely.
To go for that big thing that you want, right?
Yes.
But do you think also that, because from hearing what you're saying, right, I think, do you think that people aren't in enough pain yet? And that's why they moan about it, but they don't do anything about it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because, I mean, how long were you thinking for that? Oh, I'm having enough of this. Is it recent or has it been a while?
It's been, to put a timeline on it, I would say 2 years.
Wow.
Which is a long.
But that's probably what the problem is, right?
Yes.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing in relationships also, right?
Yes, it is.
It's kind of like you struggle and then you have arguments and you kind of like, oh, it's okay, we'll work something out. But then you're not really happy, but then you continue it. And usually you do a 1-2 year, maybe 3 year, maybe some even longer, you know, some do like a 10-year, 15-year marriage on that drag.
Yes.
And then until something is painful enough, right? That's why we always say emotions is energy in motion. It's like emotions are strong enough, then motion comes after that, isn't it?
Yeah. And the thing about it was, for this program, I had no funds. So even, and I'm here. And it was just a matter of you ask and you shall receive. And I had help and I invested in myself. And it's like, I'm going to go all this way and I'm going to grow.
Nice.
But you know, the thing with investing in yourself, I mean, we say from a very different and conscious level of talking about that, but the common person doesn't quite understand that, right? It's like, so in what you just explained there was you had no money, you manifested your way to be here with this opportunity to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
But what people don't realize, I think, is that they don't have money and they're also manifesting, but not investing in themselves.
Yes.
They're investing in a new iPhone.
Yes.
They're investing in the new laptop. They're investing in the new car.
Yeah.
But how are they investing it? They don't have the money, right? And they very comfortably do it because this is social conditioning, right? So it's kind of, I don't have the money for it. Oh, 0% interest and finance for like 3 years. Yes, I'll buy it now, right? So they're also manifesting. So actually, I believe that the majority of people who are watching the show, they also know how to manifest from nothing.
They do.
Except the way they use it is they start investing in what we call liabilities and not investing in things that can grow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
an
that's
interesting concept.
we see that everywhere we go, though. Like, you know, people say they can't afford something, but then they're walking with the new iPhone. I don't know how many people's got the new iPhone 11, flaunting it all over social media.
I just ordered one.
iPhone 11 is out.
I ordered
iPhone
one,
11.
and then I ordered one, and they said, "Oh, 5G's not going to be on there," and they said 5G's on other phones. I'm like, "Oh, I don't even know 5G."
I don't know what 5G is. Is
But
4G not
apparently-
good enough?
But apparently, 5G can download 100 songs in 10 seconds or something. It's crazy.
But then apparently
ridiculous.
5G is not really good though. Have you seen all those things about 5G not being good?
I don't believe
No.
what you read.
No, seriously, you haven't seen anything about 5G. It's like, I actually don't know any of the stories. I don't know anything about the science behind. That's not really science, is it?
to limit science.
Science, if that's what it is, the things about it. But apparently, I don't know, there's been some reports, but I think it's exactly what Master said. It's like the desire's not big enough and the pain isn't maybe big enough and the
That is
shit's maybe
correct.
not big enough
That's
for you to
correct.
take that action.
Yes.
Because you could be the exact same individuals who have got a similar situation, but because you're burning desire and because you've had enough to the clocking point of just saying, I need to go for it, that's exactly what has propelled you guys to take the action to be here. And I don't believe it's by any coincidence that you guys are here on set after putting this out there for so long. So I just want to say it's really great to have you guys on.
Thank
So it is,
you.
yeah.
And that was
Yeah.
so weird. Like a couple of months ago, I was sitting on the beach where my holiday home is, meditating.
Sorry, can you say that in English?
I can translate. So what she was saying.
He's so good, isn't he?
What?
A few months
Even he's
ago,
struggling now.
I was meditating on the beach beside my house.
I
on
love
my
how she's
holiday home.
literally explaining it to you, Master.
I've got a holiday home beside the beach.
You have
Oh,
beaches in
nice.
Ireland.
Yeah. And I come across Master's YouTube channel, which I'd never even heard of you before. And then I just knew, within a week I joined CC Plus
Nice.
and got me Infinity Band. Whoever hasn't got their Infinity Band. Got me Infinity Band, and then I just knew straight away, I just goes, I need to work with this man. I don't know, because I've been to Tony Robbins' seminars and work with him. I've been to so many other ones, but you're given strategies, but it's like, go home, do it yourself. But since being here, and it's so weird from sitting in the other end of the CC Plus calls
Yeah.
to being here.
So you're watching the show now, you're on the
Yeah,
show.
no,
Yeah.
And now we're even in Master's office, working beside him, which is like, is this real?
Honestly, I'm
know.
saying the same thing.
And this is like, a couple of months ago I was manifesting this. You're manifesting all this stuff at home as well. So take the opportunities when they come along, just grab them. Don't worry about the money, how's, ifs, or buts. Just do it.
Sorry, that last bit?
How, if, or what.
Oh, but
How,
okay.
if,
If
I
or buts.
didn't even get that either. Oh my gosh. But I actually have a question for you guys, speaking about the Wealth Yogi program, is because similar to what Aileen said there, you go to these programs and then you go home after 3 days, you're all motivated and stuff. But question for you guys, what has been your biggest takeaway or lesson, Nazarine, since joining Wealth Yogi, since being here with us for over 2 weeks now, I believe, right?
Yes, it has.
What has been the biggest thing for you since being here, would you say?
The biggest thing for me personally is being here every day, day in and day out. It's becoming now part of my DNA,
Yeah.
and
Is that including Downward Dog?
Please. But I'm even starting to dream. It's coming in my dreams about marketing. Downward Dog. It's becoming a nightmare.
Wow.
But I know it's changing me
Yeah.
from the inside out.
Yeah. So you can feel the shift physically,
Feel it.
mentally, spiritually.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So being here consistently, and just having it, I'm being brainwashed literally, but it's such a good feeling.
Yeah. And everyone's on the same vibe as well, and I just wanted to actually give a shout out to all of you guys, because I know there's a lot of people in the group who maybe haven't even practiced yoga before coming here. Some people maybe have not even opened the laptop regarding all the stuff that you guys are learning. Credit to you guys. It is challenging, right?
It
is
is
tough.
It is.
We've had some people who have had
And you can
some
still laugh
intense
about it,
days,
that's
right?
good.
Yeah.
It's like the Big Brother eyes. It's like, if we had made a TV show on this, it would have been like
Viral. Yeah.
definitely.
What
But,
about you, Aileen?
I think with working with the law of attraction for so many years and being so spiritual on the spiritual path, combining the spiritual stuff with the business is just mind blowing. But getting to stage with me manifestations and working with the law of attraction, I think the big thing for me is the yogi and working on the energy points. And by working on your energy points, I didn't realise how blocked I was. I thought I was like grounded and free, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
If you were in Ireland right now, blocked has got a completely different meaning right now. Some people would think you're a raging alcoholic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, working on the energy points to allow the connection to be more with the divine, the consciousness, God, spirit, universe, whatever way people say it. So that now, like, I can take this home and my manifestations will be like,
and even here with the spiritual aspect, obviously you've been in touch with that for a while, but even with the business side, you've also made some sales and got some results in that aspect as well, right?
I know, and to be given the opportunity, I've only been here a couple of weeks, and for you to trust us with your team and your whole community, it's like, whoa. And last night actually I had a call with Pearl, and she's in the UK, and it was so funny. She was like, I was watching Liam's live earlier and you were hanging out the window.
You were, but that's how you get noticed, isn't it?
And to hear the excitement of all the sponsorships that you do for everybody, like even the sponsorships I got to be here, like no other trainers or companies give as much. And can I just say a big shout out to all these guys, because as from us sitting on the other side watching CC Plus and commenting and when's my Infinity Bands coming and all this here, they're like, I'm literally up 5 o'clock in the morning. They're here 7 o'clock every single morning. And when we're leaving 10, 11 o'clock some nights, they're still in the office 7 days a week.
Yeah.
So it's not all nicey nice.
Yeah. They are fantastic.
Living the lifestyle, it's like so much hard work and dedication.
Now you just crushed our freedom lifestyle thing. I mean, on Instagram, all they see is I just travel and fly and lay on the beach.
Now they know everything that goes on.
Now they know I'm slaving away in this system.
But I think you guys have gathered from working with the team and Masters, like everybody, it's not like a job. Everybody loves what they do.
That's the
Everybody's
difference.
a family. We all eat food together.
I mean, last night the team was having dinner together. And then it's like, if you really look at it, we spend every day together, every weekend together, no days off, and they still want to eat with us. It's
and then we're leaving at like late at night. It's like, oh, we'll see you in a couple of hours for yoga. It's like, oh wow, I really am seeing a lot of you guys. It was actually funny. Saturday past was actually our first day off in like a long time, like in weeks, because we've been prepping for a long time. And then like I was preparing Saturday. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for Saturday. I was like, Saturday I'm gonna wake up at whatever time I want. I'm gonna have a nice cup of tea. And then I heard the guys in the background going, yeah, we're planning to go to the cinema on Saturday, and I said, I'm not seeing any of you guys on Saturday. You can go to the cinema with or without
even this one has an introvert self.
We all do,
Yeah, I agree
we
with
all
that.
do.
Yes.
Right, and to conclude on this topic, there's just a question that I want to hear from all of you guys.
You want to hear a question from us?
No, I want to hear an answer to my question.
You always confuse me. Okay, give him a question.
Aileen so understood what I was saying there, right? So for everybody watching at home right now, for everybody who watches these podcasts, I mean, I get a lot of messages on a daily basis from Instagram, on like just so many different social media platforms, from people in our creator circle saying, I'm so manifesting being there with you guys. You guys are going to see me in your team photo and stuff. I'm going to be there on that set. I'm going to be on the Ask Master show. What advice would you give to everybody sitting at home who are trying to manifest this and who are wanting to manifest it? Because you girls have done it.
Yes.
You girls are here. You were watching the show a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
And now you're here. So starting from Naz, and we'll work over to Master, what advice would you give to those people watching at home who want to be in your position right now?
Keep believing, keep feeling, because people manifest like crazy, and I don't think they realise it. So my advice is just keep. Time is irrelevant, but just keep thinking, keep believing. It will happen. It really, truly will. Put yourself forward. That's the but number one step that I made.
Yeah.
Take that action.
Yeah.
It will just unfold, melt like butter.
Beautiful. Nice. Aileen?
For me, it's people are just talking about, like, the opportunities is there. Masters give so many opportunities. He's offering sponsorships. Stop talking about it and just do it.
That's so raw. Love it.
Yeah. And it's not even like, I could have just said, no, now's not the right time. I'll wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 years down the line, I wish I had done that. And like, I work a lot with elderly people and all as well, and meeting them and all the illnesses they have and pains, and every one of them says, I wish I had done this with my life. I wish I had done that. And like, we're only here for a short space of time.
That's
and we've only one journey. So it's like, grab it with both hands. And so many people back at home, they're spending hundreds and thousands on stupid courses that don't even make sense. And like, for what they're offering here and the opportunities, financial freedom, the work opportunities that can come out of it, is just absolutely life changing. For, like I said, I don't care if I'm in debt for months after coming here. But I knew the knowledge of what I was going to learn and the tools I was going to learn. I've got, like, I can do ClickFunnels, I can do digital marketing, Yogi. There's so much that we can take home from this.
Absolutely.
And that is absolutely priceless.
You may even be a yoga instructor after this.
Of course.
Just needs to get that lotus pose going.
And
then the upside down lotus pose.
This morning, I slept through my alarm and I woke at 6 o'clock and I was like, oh shit, am I allowed to?
Only Irish people are allowed to say that.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh, will I just take one day off? And then I was like, no, you have to get up and you have to keep going.
Keep going.
And I got up and it was 15 minutes later or so, whatever, but I was just like, no, you have to keep going. So it's just like, yous at home sitting there, I'll wait till tomorrow, I'll wait till maybe. It's like, if you don't do it now, you're wasting time. From what they're offering here, like, we're not trying to sell anything or anything. We're people like yous are sitting on the other end of the screen a couple of months ago, have invested in ourselves, and the opportunities that we have now is just life changing.
It is life changing.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And Master, do you want
my advice would be follow these two advice. I think it's best perspective, because you guys have actually done the, so you taken that leap of faith. So I think it's just follow that. There is one thing I really would like to share.
Okay, yes, go for it.
I was so it was nicely put by, have you heard of Dan DePani before?
Yes.
Yeah, so I was just watching a short clip this morning, and he was talking about purpose, and he was talking about doing things that you don't enjoy doing. Like waking up in the morning, early morning, or needing to do something, a part of it, maybe even in internet marketing. There's certain parts that you still need to do, even if, okay, I don't like this techie part, or I don't like that part, but there's certain things we need to do. And what he was saying was, he says, there's a lot of things actually in life that we do that we don't enjoy doing, but we need to do it. And how do we actually get ourselves to do it? Right? Because a lot of people, when they don't enjoy what they're doing, they're saying, maybe this isn't right for me, or my intuition is telling me I'm not supposed to go down this path, but it's not. It's because they are uncomfortable doing it. But that's only the beginning part. And what he was talking about, he said flossing his teeth. He said, I can't say I wake up and I say, oh, I can't wait to floss my teeth today. But then he says,
it'd be a bit strange if anyone thought that, right?
But then he says, but I do it every single day. And he says, that's discipline. And he said, so why do I do it? And why do I not say, oh, I shouldn't be flossing my teeth then, because I'm not enjoying it? He said, actually, it's because you know what the outcome is of flossing your teeth. So what he was saying was, he said, this discipline, and you guys are going through a lot of discipline. That's why I think it's very relevant here, because because you set times, so long hours. It takes a lot. And sometimes you can question, am I doing the right thing? But the question is this: what is the outcome? What is the result? So we're looking, whether it's freedom lifestyle, whether it's a better future for our kids, whether it's creating financial freedom for whatever reason you want to, being able to travel, being able to visit, being able to. So I think the focus for most people who are listening right now should be, okay, what do I really want? Right? And I know with that want, there are going to be things that I don't enjoy doing along the way that I need to discipline myself. But when I discipline myself so hard, what will happen is it will become habitual. And that's why we push you to brainwash you in this 1 month or 2 month or even 3 month, some people. So, because then it forms a habit. And you know what will happen? When you leave, I think there'll be, especially the days when you're at home, I think there will be days where you'll be like, I need to get into downward dog.
Yes.
Right? Maybe, but it takes a period of time before it sets into that motion, and then it starts being like, oh, my body needs some movement, I know Lim feels that way because I know that he Skypes a few sessions. and then after Skyping a few sessions with his own accord, he decides to come again. And I know why it is. It's because he feels like, body needs opening again,
No comment. Okay, so moving on from this. Yeah, very valuable, by the way. Yeah, editor, can we please cut that part? Speaking on the Creators Show, I was just telling you girls before you came on here, a part of the show that we like to incorporate.
I like how he's practicing lotus.
Yeah, lotus. Nearly ready. What we like to
the
incorporate.
other leg as well, please.
Later, towards the end. Yeah.
Can we show one move actually? Could you put the other leg on top?
Can I do the other side first?
No. This he can do any side. He's really good at
let's
this.
start
Yeah.
this way, right?
Watch this one. Okay, so you can put one foot on.
Did you hear that?
Put the other foot on.
I actually can't.
Put the other foot on. There we go. Look at that. Ooh.
Wow.
Okay, now lift up and hug. Watch this. You guys got to try this at home. It's very powerful.
Can you move my mic?
No, it doesn't need to. You can go in between. Okay. Lift up and hug.
Wow.
Look at that.
Okay, can I stop that?
That is look how
That is
comfortable he
phenomenal.
is.
Yeah.
Look how comfortable he was doing that.
Yeah.
He looks just as comfortable.
Yeah,
Maybe stay in that for the rest of the show.
Maybe I should do that one, right? Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
He's trying to cure the pain now.
I'm trying to hold a smile. I'm like, yeah, let's keep going. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted now, right? Like I was saying on the show, we like to acknowledge some of our creators, like we would acknowledge you guys before coming here and stuff. And I know, Aileen, you've been working hard, and Naz, you guys have been working hard speaking to a lot of our Creator Circle members and stuff. And just before I pass it over to you guys, there's one individual that I want to give a huge shout out to, and every single one of you here know this individual, and he's actually here with us at Wealth Yogi. And it's not because it's like I want to acknowledge him just because he's here, but
just tell us who it is.
Listen, see, this is a good hook, right?
Just suspense, right?
Suspense,
I
right?
held my breath.
Okay, this guy, he has showed up. I remember the first call that I had with him before coming here. He showed up. He's consistent. I believe he's our oldest member that we have here with us. Paul Elliott. He is amazing, and he's showing up to his yoga classes. He doesn't skive any like me. He's showing up consistently. He's playing full out. He's learning all this ClickFunnels stuff. I just think he's amazing, and he's really committed, you know. Yeah.
It's really amazing to see as well. Yeah, when he's training, especially pushing in different asanas, practice and things like that.
Yeah.
He's starting to shift, you know.
Yeah.
It really is. You can see him doing back bends and things like that.
Yeah. It was whenever because we had the practice calls to do with you guys. He was practicing his calls and stuff. He's brilliant on calls. Like, he's such a people's person and such a communicator. And then he goes, and don't worry, age is just a number. I know this one here. Anybody can come along to this course. Master Sri will sort every single one of you guys out. He's just such a funny guy.
That's
so I just wanted to give Paul a shout out. I know he tunes in and watches these, and he has a right laugh on here. It'd be actually funny to have him on one of the shows, I think, as well, going forward. Yeah. But I know
you definitely wouldn't get awarded.
No, I know. He would shut the two Irish up. I know, Aileen, you had a couple of people that you wanted to give a shout out to that you've been working closely with recently since you came here, right?
Yeah, well, Pearl and
wow,
Julie. There's that many. There's that many.
Yeah. I think it's Julie. Yeah.
Julie. Yeah. They've signed up for the Superpower Live and got offered the sponsorship with Master here, and they were so excited. So I'm so excited for them. And I am manifesting going to San Diego.
Nice.
To meet all the ones that I have been working with and have phone calls with.
Yeah.
So I'll be in San Diego by the end of November, everybody.
It's
You will
beautiful.
Yeah,
You
for
heard it here
Put it out
first.
That's
Yeah,
it. For everybody watching and who's
absolutely.
asking questions regarding San Diego, I think we had a couple
Yeah.
of comments. We're actually going to be in San Diego on the 22nd to the 24th of November for our global convention. It's called Global Leadership Conference. On the 22nd to the 24th, we'll actually pop a link in the description below. You can grab your ticket for those of you who's in and around
We'll all
the
be
area.
there. You get to meet creators from all around the world.
Yeah, that's
And
fun,
us.
right?
Yay.
There we go. Yeah, so you've been working hard with these guys, and a lot
If
of
they
them
grab a
have-
ticket, could they get a
Yeah.
photo with you?
Of course.
Of course, you're supposed to say "I'll see." you
If
know?
they grab the gold ticket.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you allow me some extra sponsorship so I can give to them?
No.
Oh, there we
I like
go.
how she puts me on the spot.
Who would like some extras?
You're so funny.
I'll just smile for now.
That's it, yeah. And Naz, I think you were speaking to some people in particular as well. Is that right?
I
You're
wasn't.
just like, no, I
no,
wasn't.
no, I
Yeah.
wasn't.
Did I tell you that, Liz?
No, I didn't.
No.
Where did you make that one up from?
No. You were saying that you've been networking. The reason why I'm saying this is
Now all
because
you do is nod from this
yeah,
moment on.
nod from this moment forward.
Remember
But
you were
the
saying-
reason why I'm saying is because you girls have been speaking to a lot of our community members.
Yes.
The work that you've been doing inside. And a lot of people try to get us directly, but because we're so busy working with Master every day,
Yeah.
we just thought this element of you guys being in the circle every day for the first hour of your day, like you
Yeah.
guys do,
Absolutely.
it really
Yeah.
helps people. And we've had feedback from people saying Wealth Yogi seem to be having a great time. They're so helpful and supportive as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of the community vibe, is what I was talking about.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love being a part of that community.
Yeah.
I love looking at the people's posts, all the positive vibrations that they're giving out there,
Yeah.
and I love loving what they're saying.
Yeah.
Gabor.
Yeah.
Who?
Gabor.
Gabor.
he is-
Yeah.
Gabor, I wonder if there will ever be a show where Gabor is not mentioned.
Oh, I know.
He's like-
seriously.
Yeah, but
creator of
he
the
is
year.
awesome though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's out there.
He was
He's great.
after Masters Yoga on the CC Plus. Somebody showed me a video. Gabor was actually doing his yoga on top of the table. Now I don't know if that table can hold me right now, but I would love to show you what he was doing to raise his vibrations. Shall I show you?
Yeah.
Will I show
Yeah.
you guys? Right?
Yeah.
If the table breaks, it's not my fault.
Okay.
So this video came along, and then all we could see was this. Woo! Like this is how we use the vibrations. Woo! Like this the whole way, the whole video. I was like, that's hilarious. But
But
But it
he's
works.
But let me tell you
He's a
something.
It
singer,
works.
songwriter.
But let me tell you
dancer,
something.
He does everything.
He's a
Yeah.
singer.
Everybody who watches
Yeah,
that
He
video,
writes his own songs. Yeah.
everybody who watches that video, were in stitches laughing in our
Laughing.
office. And what's the highest vibrational frequency
Joy.
that you can hold?
Laughter, of
Joy,
course.
laughter.
Yes.
And he brings that to our community,
Yeah.
right?
He
Yeah.
does.
Why do people know him?
He
you
is
know?
awesome.
Right, okay, just before we finish up, right?
Mm.
Right, so girls, for those of you who don't
Oh
know,
dear.
right?
Here we
This is-
go. Here's the game.
This is game time, but this is always featured, but it never plays a purpose. But I always like to have it featured anyway, right?
Okay.
It's 1 minute 40 something, but it's not going to do anything right now. So we're just going to turn around and pretend that it is game time. But what I
You're
do
so
have,
easily amused.
It looks
what I do
pretty.
have is some random questions to ask. I was like, that's actually really cool, like because we can never think
Okay.
of a game.
Quick, time's running out.
Right, time's running. Oh shit. Okay, let's start. So, Aileen, you answer this one. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say?
Stop thinking about it. Do it. Overcome fear. And the one most thing is stop worrying about everybody else thinks and use that power to make you stronger.
Yeah.
And it's not that you want to prove something. It's just so that you get the most out of your soul's journey here. And it's like bringing out the best in yourself and who you are.
Nice.
Beautiful.
That was nice.
So nice.
I feel so much pressure right now.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Okay, Master. If you had to work but didn't need the money, what would you choose to do? Oh wait, you do that anyway, right? Okay, if you could disinvent one thing, what would it be?
Disinvent.
Ooh.
That's quite. I don't know.
That's-
That's quite crazy.
Disinvent Sony cameras.
Oh.
We'll take Canon to the next level.
Oh
I
my
don't know why I just
gosh.
said that. No.
Is there not Sony
Too much
recording?
pressure.
Is this not all angles Sony?
I think
Okay,
I just got a funny look from Dan.
I know. He
I
said,
love
"Look,
that.
look, look, look."
Oh no, sorry. Okay, let me correct it. Disinvent Sony's menu system.
Okay.
I'm
we
sure
still
he'll
don't get
agree with that one.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, all you camera people are like, I agree, and we're sitting there going,
We're just like,
what the fuck? Okay, Naz, if you could be a member of a TV sitcom, what would it be? What
Ooh.
TV show would you be in?
Can it be
Any TV show.
Can you remember Different Strokes, or am I showing my age? Okay. Desmond's.
Can you
remember Desmond's?
No. No.
That's my
those
answer.
of you-
And I'm
crowd
sticking
goes
to it.
cold.
For those of
Sorry.
Can we invite Paul over, please?
Yeah. Paul might know.
Paul will give you a
Yeah.
laugh.
If it were to be me, I'm just asking myself the question.
No. Let
noticed.
me ask you a question.
What?
Okay. Right. You need to be quick. Ready?
No, you didn't have to be quick. Come on. Did
Yeah,
you see the last episode? Yeah,
You ready?
Seen this one?
Okay.
No.
If you could marry any celebrity, which one would it be?
It would be Mila Kunis.
Oh, never knew that.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
she's-
interesting.
Yeah, she's how she
Ah.
speaks. You know who that is?
No idea.
Oh, really? You know who that is? Really? Ted? Have you ever seen Ted?
No.
The movie with the teddy bear? No.
Oh.
Well, that's really sad. Have you ever seen Friends with Benefits?
No, I
Oh.
don't watch that.
Isn't that with Justin? Not.
Justin Timberlake and Mila
Justin
Kunis, yeah.
Oh,
Didn't-
okay.
Okay, we'll put a picture of her up there for anybody who doesn't
Yeah,
know.
you need to.
Okay, if you could only speak one word today, what would it say?
Who you
Master.
What
asking?
would it say or be?
Who are you asking?
You.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Okay, we're nearly
Needed
finished.
that one.
Okay, what part of the human face is your favorite?
Her human
Who
face.
asked
or
these
someone else's.
questions?
I don't know. They're just on Google.
Oh, what part of your face? Me eyes, so I can see.
Me eyes. Me eyes.
Oh, okay. What's the wildest thing you've ever done?
Oh.
Wildest.
Yeah.
She's got a wild side. You can tell.
How do you
You
know?
can so tell. It's like the secret thing. She acts all sensible all the time.
Parasailing. Is that wild?
Ooh.
Playing very conservative.
Wow.
My third eye is telling me there's much more than that.
Join us on the next show where Naz might reveal.
I just might reveal.
Maybe. Okay, well that's
My
cool.
most wackiest thing is I did my homework late one day.
Wow.
I believe you, you
Bravo. Okay, and Master, one final one. What app do you use that you hate but you still use it anyway? I know which one it is for you.
That I hate. but
I know
still
which one.
use it.
I know which one it is. We both
What?
have it.
App do I use
That you don't like. Do you want me to tell you?
Don't know.
He
Can you
doesn't
tell me?
know.
Yeah.
The Santander business app.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
Santander! If you're listening to that, change your business app.
Yeah, like
Their
the Santander
personal app
personal
works
is
so
so
well.
beautiful. It's like Face ID and everything. Then this one is like, you know, whenever you get onto a shitty airplane and you can't tap the screen,
Yeah.
you know, like that. That's
Yeah.
exactly what the business app is like. No offense, Santander, but like it really is. Okay,
Okay, that was
just had to
beautiful.
put that out there.
That is
anyway.
perfect to finish the
Yeah,
show.
that's how we finish off. That's your motivation for today, creators. Go out there and rock it.
Yeah.
Okay, have to finish up here. I want to say thank you so much for joining us, Naz. It's been great to have you on the show. Aileen, fellow
Thank you.
Irish, always a pleasure.
Of
you know,
course.
yeah, we understood most things. We'll put subtitles on for everything you said. And Master Shri,
Double
Akash-
voiceover.
yeah, double voiceover. I'll be the translator on the side as well. That can work. Master Shri Akashna, always a pleasure to have you here on the show. And I just want to say to all our fellow creators who are watching and continue to tune in with us, a massive thank you for your love, your appreciation, for showing up. As always, we hope you got some value. You maybe laughed with us. You were entertained in some way, shape, or form. And remember, if you haven't done so already, our Creator Circle Plus members, should they join, guys?
They
Without
should.
a doubt.
Definitely.
Without
Yeah.
a doubt, you should join the Creator Circle Plus show. And the Creator Circle Plus community. There'll be a link in the description for that. We hang out every Sunday together. We practice yoga, meditation. We speak about spirituality, success, business. It's just a phenomenal community to hang out and to connect with everybody it's such a fun place to be. And remember, San Diego, if you're in and around the area, the link will definitely be in the description for that as well. I will also link social medias to the girls below as well, so you can go over there, follow them and connect as well. Other than that, I just want to say thank you so much. Remember, hit the thumbs up button, do it now. Be sure to comment below and let us know where you've tuned in from. And remember, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button somewhere above or below this video, where we will be releasing weekly podcast shows to inspire you, to make you laugh, to entertain you, and to educate you on your journey. But for now, guys, we just want to say namaste. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste.